How did you meet Mr. Rubin?
We were, the prisoners were, after Owentown, picked up in groups, maybe large groups. I was picked up by myself because we were at our unit supply group was trying to break out of the trap at a roadblock, okay? And these two fellows I showed you on the display board, Webster and Shank, were cooks too, and they were ahead of me. And all of a sudden they bracketed us with mortar rounds. The Chinese were in back of us, they had us cut off already. And I fell down, hugged the ground real close. And when I figured out that they weren't dropping these things anymore, I looked around and I don't see Shanks or Webster because they're out ahead of me. And I learned in a letter from Mr. Webster, I don't know if it was to my mother or me, that he got out and Shanks got killed. And I took off across a river, and when I looked across there, I seen a whole bunch of guys in the distance walking across this river, and I figured they'd do something I didn't, so I followed them. And so I ran into some South Koreans, about 15 or 20 of them, and we went up in the mountains that night, and like idiots, we come back down out of the mountains and crossed back this big open field. We got just a slight ways across this field, and Chinese by the hundreds were all over the place. I never seen so many people in the big field. And they come up to us, and I threw my rifle down and threw my hands up, and this South Korean guy stood there with his rifle, and when they got from here to that window in there, he shot one of them. I'm about 3 foot away from this guy. And then they drilled him real bad, and they killed him instantly. And I figured I wasn't going to. But they wanted American prisoners. Okay, this is my guess, all right? So they took me because the other South Koreans could run a lot faster than I could for some reason. I don't even know where they were. They were out ahead of me. They could run faster, that's what it was. And the Chinese started to hustle me off of the battlefield because the American aircraft were flying overhead. They weren't firing, but they were overhead dipping their wings and everything. They must have knew that there were a lot of GIs down there, And it took us probably 25 minutes or so to get across this big field to the base of a mountain, which they said looked just like the one in back of us. And I remember one of them these guys wanted to get off that field, and I must have run into the only the soldier in the Chinese army that had a sword, and he was hollering at me in Japanese, "Hayako Panero," which means hurry up, bastard. I've been in defense for 2.5 years, but at least I understood that, And I fell and he booted me right in the ass. It really got me. And I didn't even feel it. I wanted to get off of there too, And we went up on the hill, just like this one, and that's when the American planes start letting loose. But they weren't firing at us. They were firing maybe on a mountain neck because we were touching the 50 caliber casings as they were coming out of the back of the aircraft. And I went with the Chinese Army regiment for a week or 10 days, along with 2 other guys that they picked up a short time after me, and us 3 went with this regiment. I mean, they were the only guys that went with the Chinese Army. We went with them for about probably a week, give or take, a couple of days either way. October 3 and 4. And we probably stayed with them for a week, 10 days. As they say, give or take a couple of days either way. and they put us with the cooks, and they fly you. They only traveled at night. They hidden from the aircraft in the daytime, and we went for probably, as I say, a week or 10 days, and then they transferred us to a collection point, and that was probably one of several. We kept picking up more and more people, and and this in this big group, I don't know how many. You only know 10 that way and 10 that way. Otherwise, you don't know how long the caravan is, you know. And we came to this place where they were stopping us, and there was a trail that went up in one of these valleys. Like you have a valley here, you go up into the cliff in the middle, and they had us standing there quite a while. And I started talking to this guy that was next to me, and he stood out in the crowd because I couldn't understand him. And I'm trying to figure out what's this guy saying, you know. And after a while, I got the drift, you know. And I have to say, this is one of the luckiest breaks in my life, because he and I went up the valley together, and were assigned to the same house. And the house, it's the only place that I remember because it was a four-sided Korean home with a courtyard in the middle. Since we went up at night, I know nothing about what existed on either side of that cliff because they had flashlights taking us up there. All right? And once we got in that compound, we didn't get out. Maybe a month and a half or 2 months later, they moved us out of there on January 20th. And I don't know, we probably got up in that place maybe October 20th. I think we were there. No, this is the valley. Some people refer to it as a mining camp, and I don't think this was a mining camp. There was no mines in this valley. It's just farmhouses and a cliff. What they've done there for a living, I don't know. And we bunked together. And when I say bunk, there's no bunk, so you lay on the floor. And because we were talking together, on our way up, we laid down next to one another, and I think we probably stayed that way month and a half or 2 months in that camp. And pardon me?
How long were you with him?
30 months. He come out in a little quick. I come out in the final one. Okay. And
what kind of things did you think you do while you were on prison?
Well, it's kind of hard to remember. I remember the place real well. All I remember is we were packed in like sardines, and even when most people felt down in the dumps, this guy, I know, you talked to him. He has a tremendous personality. You're in the room with him for 2 minutes and you're laughing your guts out, okay? I talk to him on the phone and all I do is laugh. And he does all the talking and I do all the listening and laughing. So that was a tremendous asset because everybody wasn't feeling too great, let's put it that way, okay? But he also, because he was in this German concentration camp, he had a little bit of background as to what to do. He did go out and get food, but I don't know where. We had a Korean guard at the door, and this guy had one of them Russian rifles with a Russian bayonet on the end of it, and all these people, all these Koreans do was run at me. He did that. And they would have loved to stick us, but they were under Chinese control. They done what the Chinese told them. They weren't in the Korean Army. They were helping the Chinese. I don't know if these guys were home guards or who they were, you know. And they weren't very big. They had these cotton pad uniforms on, They didn't look very big when the fat guys. I think they were probably young kids, 17 or 18 years old.
Were they in the north or were they south?
Northern, yeah. I mean, we're only 40 miles from the Chinese border at this point, right? And so... And
he was going out and still food with the guys from the regular store?
I don't know how he done it, but he may have got it out of there was a kitchen on the other end of the compound, and maybe he went in there and they had some crops of kimchi and stuff in there, whether he got it out of there. But he still went out the back way. I don't know where the back way was. I never went looking. I wasn't about to tangle with those dudes, you know.